This week, got Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. Got a holiday, a lot of food. I love eating. It's an enjoyable holiday for me. However, on that day, we're going to be having some guests coming over, and unfortunately, I will not be able to stream. Not because of the guests, I'm not too worried about that, but mostly because I'm in charge of cooking the entirety of the Thanksgiving dinner. Because I'm the best cook, and leaving it to others leaves it somewhat disappointing. No offense to them, but just let me take care of it. That's all I'm saying. So there'll be no stream that Thursday, and maybe the Friday after. We'll see how things are going. And I are going to count my goats and go home? Yeah. One of you wants it. Possible. Work wouldn't go to waste. That's clear now. If you want to take it upon you, head back. Ask for noon, check horn, timber and two. We'll feed you, put you up, give you otherworldly powers. Field folk hospitality, you know? I mean, if that's what all field folk did, I'd love to go out and meet some. I could go for some otherworldly powers. But unfortunately, the average field folk, not quite able to do that one. I don't think about it like that. I think, what's out there to gain? What'll slip into the mix if old Rothware doesn't get there first? There's another Rothware out there at a different time. Maybe he's got some goats and a wife. Maybe he was happy. I'll never know his story, but this one's mine. Honestly, it's a good way to look at things. All the actions you've taken lead exactly where you are now. It may not be perfect by any means, but you never know. That whole bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Better to be happy and content with what you've got now than always look and wondering what could have been, what could have been. When we fight. I'm making wind noises, but you just can't hear me. You're gonna have to trust me on that. They're very impressive, and I'm not all like a 6-year-old. Orson, can't you slow? I'm eating too much lately. Can't you? Huh? Ow. Surprise. Felt good looking at it. Wow, this... Know what this do for me? Are you prepared for that? I don't know, whenever I see a sunset and you're not gazing at it, your mysterious gaze just standing in front of it, all shadowy and heroic. I just want you to be. Is that a joke about how the fact that he's turning into a shadow man? I think that is. This is both romantic and hilarious, which is my favorite kind of romance. Do we want to go ahead and advance his transformation? To get a storm leg, which... Can't really see it. Oh, that's the leg. It's hidden underneath his dress. Oh, sorry. Robe. He's a mage. They're technically called robes. It's still a dress. Who cares? It's roomy where it needs to be roomy. Exit the way they came, leaving only dust and defaced monument. The only thing is, Orson, What do you think this figure means? Oh, this? Well, probably means we got some ancient curse. Maybe there's a reason you don't go grave robbing in adventure games. But hey, maybe that's just me. How much longer do you think? Ugh. Doing what I wanted them to do? They're salvageable. Sorry about the onion mush. Oh, it's good. It's, right, it's disgusting, but thank you for trying. One day, that is the one event that has always eluded me. For whatever reason, no matter how my success chance, I've got that event like 4 or 5 times. At least. But I've never gotten the good success. So, whatever. Annoying. But one day you will be mine. Onion soup. That's all I want, onion soup. They live a grueling life, these farmers. Not what I'd want, I'm saying. Well, it's not for everybody, sure. Anyway, a really strifeless world, I don't know. Even less inclined to stay put, to forge connections. He's just one of those, he's a standard roguish adventurer. Got probably a tragic backstory, probably an orphan, lives up by himself, hates the world, but still decides to be a hero. Just makes sense, his backstory and how he acts. It makes a ton more sense now. Ah, there's one more terror bird out along the way there. Don't worry, Mr. Terrorbird. I don't know why you got separated from Patriots, but I'm gonna come on to send you back to them. And what he doesn't know is the answer to that is I'm gonna send him, 6 feet under. The result of this action. But at least he'll be with his compatriots. It was like, what, midnight last night? A little bit before 11:30, something like that. I was like, you know what? I was watching videos. I went to the bathroom, came back, went, I'm feeling slightly tired. Let's just see if I can get to sleep. If I'm able to, great. I get a full 8 or 9 hours of sleep for stream. It's unusual. Just see what happens. You never know. I went to sleep, and yet I woke up a couple of times during the night. It happens. Nothing unusual about that. But what's real annoying is when I woke up this morning, I'm still just as tired as if I had gotten my normal lacking amount of sleep. It's just, again, irritating. Good sleep over the weekend, get good sleep last night. No matter what, still tired. My body just does not like a regular sleep schedule. Really enjoys being nocturnal, which I am not a fan of, because it turns out people need to be active during the day. Now, I'm a mushroom man, still technically count as people. Hey, what are we fighting? Holy crap! I have never seen a battle this big before. This is ridiculous. Good news, I feel fully prepared for this, because my goodness. That's an ungodly number of enemies. Oh, big jump, big jump. Poor choice there. You jumped right into our loving claws. Not the smartest boss I've ever seen. But, whatever. We won. No big deal. Next time, you probably need to think a little bit more about the moves you want to make before you, get the AOs. Okay, that is a lot of enemies. You know what? You can hang out in the back. You can hang out by your cart. There's apparently enemies on all sides, so be careful there, friend. The problem is that dart I didn't realize was going to get bonus defense. Good news is that's a rock. Turns out no matter how stealthy you are, it's very difficult to dodge a giant rock. Be a lesson for you. You see now. Conduct falter in his scowling vulture voice, undetectable save for one who served him first. With or without you, I'll have this land my homeland. My right is to all the lives and dies upon it. My right is to all that lives and dies upon it. That makes more sense. You know, I was saying the other thing before now, but it took me a moment to get my words, almost like a beak is not optimal for speaking the human tongue. Regardless, I have the right to it, and I will have it back. Okay, a tiny bit of experience. Impora very close. We don't need... You know what? We can give it to Serba in his offhand. Got a spoon and a lute. I mean, he looks like a bard if ever I've seen one. They don't come equipped with normal equipment. They just rock this weird nonsense. Sure, sure. Ever wonder what could be made from these? Going right instead of left? I don't exactly know what it is, but I'm sure it'll help us. You're sure about it, just make sure something doesn't come to stab me. I know things will work out. I've already got some ideas. It takes studying several nights of the machinery. Eventually something more... Oh, something at least. And then it's finally ready. Here it is. I call it Distracting, Engaging, Enhancement. I call it Decoy for short. Okay. I like... Okay, the writer of this mod, that is hilarious. Oh, that's great. Okay, yeah, keep at it, mod writer, keep at it. Oh wait, I can take these... I just now realized I could take turns in any order? Oh my god. I have so many hours in this game! How am I so bad? Oh my god. Let's check specifically. How many hours do I have in Wildermyth at this point? 52 hours of Wildermyth. And I just now realized you can do order in whatever order you want. More you know, the more you know. Sure, why not? Advance her transformation to increase the taunt range by 1 of Decoy. Or advance her transform to turn her into a crab. Hold on a second. This transformation might be a bit more involved than I thought. I get that evolution says everybody will eventually turn to crabs, but I did not expect that to be in this game as well. Looking for Reese Reed, you her? That wasn't what I'd be wearing her scarf or fishing in her pond. What are you selling? Teeth brush? Venturing clothes? Can't pay you anything but fit. Teeth brush. You think. Technically, you brush your teeth with a toothbrush. You don't brush a single tooth at a time, so teeth brush technically is more correct. She is right. It's just weird when you say teeth brush as opposed to toothbrush because that's not the vernacular we use. Just weird English things. Stop it. Why? Out of the way. Courage in that moment, it was devotion. Courage that blotted out fear, compelled him to defy his own blood. Price which he had no time to consider. Stabbed to the back. Quite literally in this case. Betrayed by his own kin and stabbed with a knife. The old Caesar special. Dazzled. I don't know exactly what Dazzled does, but also for him it gives Dazzled blurb 1 turn. Ah, yes, classic modding descriptions. Hard to beat. Hard to beat. Well, nonetheless, doesn't overly matter. Should be able to win this easily.
Thanks for watching. You should watch another. Please.